Hello and welcome back to Forever Rugby here on Forever Sports. My name is Riza, and today we've just witnessed a fantastic game between Racing 92 and Ulster at the Kingspan Stadium for round two of the Investec Champions Cup, newly named as the Investec, changing away from the previous title sponsor, who was obviously very iconic. Um, a fantastic game, one that we weren't expecting such a result to go this way. Ulster coming away with a victory of 31 points to 15 at full time, and really never looking out of control in this match at all. Flashes of brilliance from Racing, but really nothing to write home about. Two decently full strength teams, so no excuses from either end as to why they couldn't come up and show the goods today. Racing, of course, being the league leaders, the top 14. However, there is really three losses for Racing in top 14 and three losses for Ulster in the URC. So their positions in those leagues are really irrelevant because on paper, they really were well matched. However, Ulster came out hot. They came out with a game plan. They came out with fire in their bellies. And it showed up quite early, with Timoni going over the line in the third minute, with Currie converting. McCloskey then coming on 22 minutes in with a very fantastic try, well worked. All of them were very well worked. And Currie again converting that. LeGarrick coming on is sort of intimating that there might have been a comeback in the works, but unfortunately for Racing, that was really almost the end of the show, and that they had a well-worked move resulting in LeGarrick going over in the 29th minute, unfortunately topping his conversion, and then 14 points to 5, a little bit of hope there for Racing. Quickly dashed though in the 36 minutes just before half time by Rio, who goes over the line and then becomes obviously a 19-5 game. Currie then knocks over yet another conversion just before half time. 21-5, there's still a chance here for Racing, but they have a lot of work to do in the second half. They pick up the power, they pick up the accuracy, but unfortunately for them, Ulster held firm. They weathered the storm to such an extent that they were the first ones to score in that first half. Again, Timoni going on. He had an absolute stormer of a game. Currie again making a conversion, and now it's looking truly out of hand for Racing to make a comeback. 28 points to 5, and no one's expecting much out of them. For the remainder of the game, Racing really do have a good go at it. They start reverting back to their basics. They start making a lot of inroads into Ulster territory, which is something they weren't able to do in the first half. A couple of lineouts that went their way, a couple of good lineout steals as well, putting pressure at set piece. But unfortunately, losing a couple of crucial turnovers, also two held-up tries that went against them, some really strong defense by Ulster. And the only way they were able to get over the line was from two line-up maul tries, both by Tarrant in the 55th and the 65th minute, bringing them to within 13 points at the 65th minute, 28 to 15. And looking like there might be an opportunity for them to maybe get close or sneak a win. Unfortunately for them, Ulster again holding strong, working their way back into Racing territory. And in the 69th minute, Goji Kashvili unfortunately conceding a very silly error close to his own 22, and letting Currie have an opportunity at goal, which he slots with absolutely no problem. At that point, game was beyond reach, and Ulster very good, closing it out, no stress at all, and making it look really quite easy. They were thrilled with the result, and as they should be. It really was quite a special one. Sia Khaleesi and Trevor Nyakane, unfortunately from a South African perspective, looking rather ineffective, unfortunately, for that Racing team. LeGarrick was a standout player for Racing, industrious around the park, really making things happen. The Investec man of the match, however, did go to McCloskey for Ulster, who was bullish in that midfield and really making things happen, go forward all the time, and meters made and defenders beaten all over the park. So what's next for Ulster? We'll have to see. This group suddenly looks a lot easier for them. Racing have a lot of work to do. They'll probably have to win the next two rounds with bonus points to have any chance at going through. But for now, this is our review of round two of the Champions Cup. We'll see you again next time, and thank you for tuning in.